Aloha, my beautiful ones. We're back on. Welcome, welcome. I'm just getting our incense ready to sort of, use the power of the incense. Yeah, the power of smoke. Because I feel like it's right now, it's very wonderful, warming to have that support from, that fiery element. I think it's that part that is so beautiful. So, my beautiful soul, welcome. If this is your first time here, my name is May. I'm your neurospicy cyberwitch, here to help you unravel anything witchy, highly sensitive, or neurospicy. And today's meeting, I'm going to call it meeting, that we have every Sunday at 21 o'clock, is something that I have created for you to support your system, to support you to connect with your spirit guides. And yeah, I'm very excited to do that every week. For those of you who already, who know about this, I know that you're tuning in a little bit later, or maybe you already put it in the background while you're still getting other stuff done. Because of course I do explain a little bit before we dive into this. These journeys were given to me by my spirit guides at some point, where I noticed that when I do shamanic journeys, as a shamanic practitioner that I am, of course, in the beginning, you are taught how to do shamanic journeys for others and how to dive into that. But I noticed that a lot of the times clients would come to me and say, hey, I want you to do it. And we're expecting the shaman and to do stuff like me or my teachers. And it was okay, but it felt to me like there was a little bit missing, because people were not, they were seeing and they were hearing, but they weren't feeling it in its depth. And once I received basically the guidance to become the guide for you on shamanic journeys. So instead of doing the journeys for you, it meant guiding you to your spirit guides, guiding you to the other world, guiding you to connect with your innate power. That was a game changer for me and for my work, because I realized my clients were going way deeper, and especially more sustainable, because of them feeling it themselves, feeling how they were connecting to their spirit guides on a way deeper level than if I would make the journey for them. Because it just, being there by yourself is a lot stronger than if someone does it for you. It's always been like that. And so that's what I do today. I guide you to your spirit guides. And I know that I always like using the higher up name, the spirit guides, the big thing. But the thing is that for me, that name is just, a title that I give to understand who we're talking about. We're talking about not physically living beings on this plane. Well, some of them probably do, but it's more of a connection to the spiritual support system that we have. And that encompasses the spirit guides, the angels, the spiritual teachers, spiritual healers, power animals, all forms of animals, mystical animals, magical creatures like fairies and unicorns and dragons. And dragons are, one of my main support system. I have had encounters with angels as well, But I know that that's not like if I would say that I have a specialty, it's the dragons. And the ancestors, those are my two ancestors. I love working with ancestors, and because they were the ones that pushed me very strongly, very hard. And yeah, so those are the ones in there. You can take anyone. It could be, energies. It can be, like the four elements, the four directions, Mother Earth, whoever you feel a connection to, a resonance to. That's why a lot of the times when there's a moon phase, we also ask the lunar energy to come and help us and support us. Today there's, because we're having the 7/7 portal in 2 days, of course we're going to go into that energy because right now that's a very strong energy that we're having. And not just that, there's so many things happening, planetary wise right now. And so for me, why I did this is because I remember when I was having, I'm going to say, my overwhelmed time back then. And I remember how it felt as if I was feeling my spirit guides. I knew they were there, and I'm looking up because I see how I felt it because it felt like I was in a sort of like a bubblegum gooey mass of something, and I could see my spirit guides on the other end of it, but I didn't hear them. Like I could see them try to talk to me, but I couldn't hear them. And so everything that I do with my clients is basically get all of that gooey stuff away so that you can get connected again. And of course, those are, a lot of deep work that, we can do. But if it's possible to create a space for you like this right now here, where I open up the space with my spirit guides and we just travel together and you can see where, where it takes you, you start practicing getting connected again. And it's about doing that because the more you practice, the easier it gets. And, I know that this sentence is sort of boring, practice makes perfect, but that's how it is with everything in life. And the more we put our focus on it, the more we put our intention to it, the easier it gets. And I hope that, by doing this on a weekly basis, at some point you realize that you can have your conversations with your spirit guides anywhere, right? Like I have beautiful conversations with my spirit guides when I'm doing hikes through forests or when I'm under the shower or even sometimes when I'm traveling by car, I feel them sitting next to me and having a conversation with me just as if there would be someone sitting with me in the car. And so that's the goal of these nights. And yeah. And of course, also for you to get to know me. And maybe if I resonate with you, you want to come and join me in my cyber coven that I have. You'll find the link below. Right now, I'm actually working on a master class that I want to do, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to either do it in July or maybe in August. So we'll see. We'll have to see that that part. And yeah. I think that's that part about the spirits. Another thing that I find important for you to know before we get started is that we all see differently. And by seeing, I mean feel. By the way, if you see me looking sideways, it's because I'm keeping our fire going. So this is my little fire that we have for this session, and with some incense that I usually how do you say? I put them together myself and just wanted to share that part with you. But yeah, so for us to see, so we see different. Each of us, we see different. Some of us feel, so take all our senses. We can see, we can taste, we can smell, we can, feel on the touch of the skin, smell, taste, hear, right? And then also we can know, we can have a deep knowing. And all the senses that we have, you might be able to see or hear or feel it all, right? I believe that most of us have like two or three of these together, put together in some form of way. Um, some more stronger, stronger and others lighter. Um, but I want you to keep an open mind however it wants to come. Just as an example, for me, sometimes I actually see images. Sometimes I have a deep knowing of what I'm supposed to be seeing. And sometimes it feels like as if, you know how it is when someone stands behind you and starts talking into your ear and you kind of like that. That's how I hear them sometimes. So be open-minded to whatever, however it wants to show up for you. If nothing shows up, that's also okay. Sometimes they don't want to show themselves as something. That's also one thing that I find very important to know because I know that sometimes we're like, oh, but I want to meet with that spirit guide. But what if your whatever topic or challenge you want to tackle today, what if another angel or a different energy wants to support you? And so be open about that as well. And I say that with a lot of love. That's why we just go in there and we ask who's going to be going with us today. I learned the hard way because I was focused so much on only that spirit or that, like back then, that other spirits were going like, hey, we want to work, we want to do this right now. Why aren't you talking to us? Right? So be open for that, for so that whoever wants to show up. If it does feel scary for you, because this is something that might come up, if it feels scary for you, ask them to show themselves in a way that it doesn't scare you. That's also very important. Um, so ask them to make it softer. And if you don't see anything, or if you only see orbs, I remember for me one time when I was working with spirit animals, it felt like I didn't want to go through the whole, that animal's for this, that animal's for that. I didn't, I don't know why, but it just felt completely wrong. And suddenly I started seeing not the animals, just the energy. So I knew I was sending out an energy of a spirit animal, but I didn't know which one it was because I just saw orbs, right? So that's one thing that I want to keep an open mind for that as well. And if you don't see anything at all, if you sort of like fall asleep, that's actually called trance, meaning that spirits took you into a trance because usually you wake up when I call you back. And also, we are humans. We have, I'm going to call it thought carousel when your thoughts are going round and round and round, right? So, what you want to do in those moments is give yourself grace and allow your thoughts to just run wild. The important thing with spirit journeys is that you have an intention, whether it's, the challenge that you're coming up next week. If your intention is, I have this conversation and I need support, help me find the right words in that moment. Or if your challenge is, hey, I have this and that problem, how do I solve it? Awesome. Use that. Use whatever intention you want to have as an anchor for your journey, meaning that once we get started, because I will guide you to a place where I then leave you be with your spirit guides. And your spirit guides will go to whatever, and you can have your conversation. You keep on going with your intention until they show you the solution, until you connect with them and you can talk to them and have that dialogue. And then after a while, I bring you back. All right. In case you do fall asleep or feel as if you're falling asleep, that's also okay. When you come back, use a breathing technique that I'll show you right now. And you inhale through your crown chakra and you exhale through your feet, right? It's a little bit different than the one when we get started, we will exhale through our navel, through our belly button. But while we are coming back, it's important to exhale through your feet because that grounds you back into your body. And if you don't feel grounded back into your body, repeat that breathing technique until you do. All right? That's the important part there. Now, did I forget anything? We did have the clairvoyance, the how you feel. If you have any questions, just put them in the chat. I'm here to looking at the chat as well. And another thing that you should know is the recording stays on. So you can come back during the week to redo the journey, or of course, I hope next Sunday again at 21 o'clock to see you here with me. All right, I'm going to give you a moment to find your place. I always recommend for anybody who's doing it for the first time, to close your eyes and to find a place where you're sitting down so that you can focus on my voice. But if you don't feel, mm, if you do not feel comfortable closing your eyes, it's okay to leave them open. Oh yeah, one last thing. I am not using music because as neurospicy people and highly sensitive people, there's a 50-50 chance that you either love having music or you don't like having music. So please feel free right now. That's why I'm going to start talking very slow to open up another tab here on your computer and then just go for some music. I always recommend using music that is purely ambient so that you can follow my voice, at least in the beginning. Later on, you can always come back if you just want to feel the energy of the circle, because anybody who listens to these journeys is already in here, even if they only listen to it in 2 or 3 years. All right, because time is a concept, and anybody who will connect or is connected to this circle today will be connected. And that is a beautiful thing because we can all learn and feed ourselves from this circle of like-minded people working on connecting with our spirit guides. And our spirit guides are here to support us because they want to. They're just waiting for us to say, hey, I need help with this or that. All right. And because after this journey, I want to leave you be, I'm saying everything today. So Cyber Coven link is below. You can always come back to this. This journey stays here. So if you just keep the YouTube, and I think it's called Dash Life or Stream, something with Stream, keep that in your bookmarks, and then you can always come back to this. And yeah, that's all I think we need to know. I'm gonna have another sip so my voice doesn't go away and give you time to set up. Mm. And while I tend to this, to our beautiful fire here, I'm gonna be calling in our spirit guides, calling in our support system, calling in the angels, calling in the universe, the four elements, the four directions, Mother Earth, Mother Moon, Father Sun, our ancestors, our magical creatures, fairies, unicorns, nature spirits, animal spirits, spirit guides, spiritual healers, spiritual teachers, and our ancestors, our terrestrial and extraterrestrial support system. Thank you for helping us, for being here, for supporting us. May you bless this journey today, and may everybody receive the connection and the information that they long for. Ooh, I'm just realizing usually there's cards, but today they didn't want to come. All right. Oh, it's a 7-7 portal. All right. All right, my beautiful ones. Let's get started. Let's join together. I feel like it's time again to meet together with your inner eyes, with your inner imagination, whether feel it however you feel or see it. As if we're meeting in a beautiful, beautiful open field surrounded by beautiful magical trees. It's a magical forest with this sort of like spiritual place with a bonfire in the center and the sky above us. And we're all meeting here together, just feeling the bonfire, feeling the connection as a circle. Each one of us finds a spot to sit on a log around the fire and just take a moment to arrive here. And we're using it to arrive as we're inhaling through our crown chakra, universal energy entering our whole body, and exhaling it out through our navel, through our belly button. And the wonderful thing is that with each exhale, all our worries, all our negative thoughts, anything that doesn't serve us anymore, just release it through your exhale, through your belly button, and connect to your body. And as we're all sitting around this beautiful bonfire, I imagine us all inhaling universal energy through our crown chakra, letting it go through our whole body while we inhale it, and then exhaling it through our belly button into the fire as if we are sending it into the bonfire to be transformed into light again. And all negativity, all worries, anything that doesn't serve us anymore just flows into the fire and is being burned up by it. And you feel your body become lighter and lighter. And in this lightness that you feel with your body, we're sitting here around this beautiful bonfire, each one of us on their own little log. And as we sit here, you feel something or someone, an energy approaching and sitting down next to you. And this energy can be visible, it can show itself, it could be one or more. Just allow yourself to see and feel which energy wants to talk to you today, be with you today for whatever transformation is waiting for you today. And let's just open up to whoever wants to show up. And before we dive into our own conversations with our spirit guides, Let's ask our spirit guides to connect us with the 7/7 portal, the summer portal for 7th of July. And let us see and feel what it wants to bring for us, what it's teaching us, what it wants us to know, or where it wants us to walk through. Set the intention with your spirit guides and allow the images, the feelings, the thoughts to show up and to show you what blessings, what gifts is the 7/7 portal bringing to you. And with this wonderful blessing from the portal, remind yourself of your intention, of your challenge, of whatever it is that you need help with. Or maybe it's just have a conversation with your spirit guides. But whatever your intention is, now is the time to dive into the energy and feel what your spirit guides want to share with you or how they want to help you. Take a moment to feel and to be open, whatever wants to show up from their support. And when it's time, I will call you back. Slowly come back to the bonfire and finish your conversation with your spirit guides. With all the blessings that you have from the 7/7 portal, from the support you will receive. If there's anything you want to let go of, that you want to release from your system, now is the moment to throw it into the bonfire. So if anything came up through your conversation, or if you can think of anything that you want to let go of, imagine yourself now throwing it into the fire and watching it be transformed into light. And with this release, let's take a moment to just say grace, say thank you to our spirit guides. Whoever showed up today, thank you so much for always being here and supporting us. And well knowing that we can always come back here to connect together, we are releasing our spirit guides today. Thank you for your support and for your help. And with this, we connect back to our body, coming back to the breath, inhaling through our crown chakra. And this time, exhaling through our feet into the ground, allowing universal energy to enter our system, go through our whole body, and exhale through our feet into the ground. And with each inhale, we inhale universal energy that helps anchor everything that we receive today in our body and our energetic system. And through the exhale, through our feet, we connect to Mother Earth and connect back to our bodies and receive groundings and feel ourselves being grounded to the floor, connected to us. Connected back to our body. And feeling whether you're sitting down or laying down, you start feeling your body again, and maybe you want to stretch a little bit or yawn or however the energy that was moving through your body. Keep your eyes closed just a little bit longer, but allow yourself to move back into your body and feel yourself wherever you are right now. And keep on inhaling through your crown chakra and exhaling through your feet. As often as it feels comfortable for you. And whenever you feel like, hey, it's good, it's time, it's enough. Take one last deep inhale through your crown chakra and exhale through your feet. And open your eyes and come back into the here and the now. Aloha, my beautiful soul. Welcome back. Hmm. Keep on breathing in the same way until you feel that you have arrived back in your body. And I'm just going to leave you with the energy that you received. If you want to, come and write it down for yourself. And with that, I hope you have a magical week. Stay grounded as often as you can. Stay with yourself so that the 7/7 portal can give you blessings and be maybe a little bit easier on you. Give yourself grace. You're an amazing being. Have a great week.